Times are rough. A sort of competitive hostility. She's a whistle and she's a dirty motherfucker. It's getting pretty brisk out here. The eagle prefer eating fish to anything else. But when they are really hungry or nesting a bird, they will make a meal out of whatever they can sink their talons into. Losses must be expected. You performed well. Bad as it all was, the mission was coming to life again, muttered in my thick swell accent. Clean skills. In a practical sense, he was already dead. I felt very close to God. He had felt nothing but a sense of sadness, always in a hurry, rushing from one place to another without a look back. There is a hardness in James' voice, an anger that has become huge within him in recent days. It cost money, true, but unless one was willing to accept failure, the expense was more than acceptable. How hell am I supposed to explain losing my watch? Come on, Captain, stay with me. Do it quickly. Sitting on a contoured plastic, he stumbled backward and landed hard on his button, looking uncertain about what to do next. They will only hold for another half an hour. He had no longer sooner grown convinced to agree that thing is going to work. Did you just happen to miss what's going on here? He cast a quick glance at me. Exit the car, please. Look like trouble. Two crooked officers. Don't you goddamn let him alone? Don't you let the wicked fuck forget about me? Under arrest for assaulting an officer. I already explained how it has to work. Handballed into fits. You crazy son of a Flintland bitch. He was putting up a hard fight. In investigative task force, broke off into separate groups. Top to bottom view. You see why I miss having you around? Don't blame me, blame my psychological deficits. Nothing could be more misleading and demoralizing. Bunch of factors and a bunch of idiots. Every time I think I'm out of it, they pull me back in. Not something I will ever forget. The sense of loss, our personal grief in that control room can be described. Thanks for coming. If you will pardon my choice of words. James is a type of best person to get things in shape. My mind flashed back to Tanzania. It's a great thrill to meet you, Steve. You had best unfuck yourself. The fair fucking godmother said it. I do not look down at anybody here. Who the fuck said that? Where in the hell are you from anyway? You had best square your ass away and started cheating me Tiffany cufflinks. I'm losing some money here. Like cancer patient losing weight. You're moving way too fast. You know how they get down. He jumped head first. A pop fool. Slow your roll down. You damn skippy. Run my money first. Don't play me dumb. Come out your pockets. She goes by the name Diamond. I will find the ride home. Rich ass motherfucker. Don't be getting smart. Finals were around the corner. Fuck that fool. I'm not boo-boo fool. I'm telling you, move away from that door, or you're gonna be in a deeper shit that you already are. You really behave yourselves. Maybe I won't tell anybody in town how I kicked boss your asses and disarmed you barehanded in 2 seconds flat. He said in a voice too low for others to hear. The coordinated efforts are underway to help our starved kids in Sudan. Espionage means the practice of spying. Sinister means suggesting evil. Example, sinister face. Expresses the strong feelings. What a mess. Sit down and shut up your mouth now. I hate you, she screamed. What rubbish, he said, leaving the room. What a terrible way to end our trip. We began having quite a serious discussion, a few reaching for telephones on our console. I wasted no time picking James's brain while you are gone. It seems quite an education. I hope one more people won't be too much trouble then. Not at all. Traditionally, it has been the automatic choice. The diplomatic person keeps his opinion to himself. By remitting, it hasn't been easy. Making a grammatic blender, he smiled sadly. They came immediately. Flowers grow beautifully in that climate. Perform capably. Most crimes go unpunished. Everyone except the girl is in a blue dress. The book fell off the table. We will discontinue research unless the results are promising. The words expressed the burst of emotion. No doubt, James thought he was doing a right thing, but can't we agree he was wrong? Look around and asked, who can speak for the old man? The committee wants to find a solution for a problem. The dog jumps up and down. The criteria for judging an entry are listed in the brochure. Human rights are ignored in many countries. The statistics are gathered to show that women are better drivers than men. The number of people coming is surprising. A number like 5,000 is what I had in my mind. She leaped high into air and ran from the room. Appear, grow, smell, become, sound, look, remain, taste, feel, seem. She chews. This cheese smells strong. I regret that a mistake was made. I regret that mistake was made. His mother was rushed to hospital by the police officer. She sleeps too much. He complains frequently. Your life is your business. You can do it better on your own. Failure is not an option. Set me as a seal upon your heart. For love is strong as death. Juras is cruel as the grave. Set me as a seal upon your heart. For love is strong as death. Jealousy is cruel as the grave. I have extended my reach into space. The station is sabotaged, driving violence, cripple my intelligence and security. It had gone just right, turning my excitement and anticipation into horror. But such thoughts they had their proper time and place. His eyes scanning the crowd at that particular moment. The crew members followed me aboard in an orderly procession. She is generally behind whatever good thing our company manages to accomplish. I hope you will attest to hearing that James says. So what next? Everything seemed to worsen. Dreadful rapidity. My heart slammed in my chest. To have been violently thrown back into the seat. I fished the 2 coins out of my pocket and tossed them in. I never knew you were such a choir boy. How long ago was it? The wind became increasingly aggressive. Wonder who would buy those old throwaways. I'm not prone to self-abuse. You have a rough couple of days. Whether it was engine failure, structural problem, pilot error, whatever. It was outside my area of expertise. Choosing his words with care. Incredibly volatile political situation. If you will pardon my choice of words, not something I will ever forget. The sense of loss can be described. Don't mention it. Don't blame me. Blame my psychological defects. You see why I miss having you around? We all grieved for dead people. That's really disturbing. They made their mistakes with their eyes wide open. I wanted from someone I can trust. The silence lasted a while. The sole difference being that in the old days I got and now specialized equipments. Snitched a glance down. A joint statement released this afternoon. We declared our undivided commitments to resuming assembly. In my opening remarks, I praised the all-American people. In my opening remarks, I praised the all Tanzanian people. What in the world's going on up there? You crazy son of Flanagan Beach. James cut a better deal than he deserved. Don't get all mush on me. It was a dream scenario. It was childish of me. I need the airport pickup at 4 o'clock. James pulled on the San Diego freeway heading south. I bet he's proud of you. At least I have proved I'm not completely screw up at everything I do or I try. She pulled me to her side. She got there ahead of me. I bet people would put off an Islamic holiday massacre before you knew what is going on. Ahmed tried to pull an ambush, but you were too quick for him. A new burst of light stronger than the last. I would say I have a pretty strong motive to cooperate. Good going, girl. I knew you ain't total bitch. I guess I remember this dude. Williams released in exchange for her whereabouts. Close the deal. Trust is something James couldn't afford. Don't bullshit me. I doubt if it is going to work. I'm not good in following orders. She's a bitch playing mind games. A pussy with legs. I fixed her with the aesthetic gaze. She's not good at thank yous. You are all alone here. I'm not telling any lies. Who the fuck are you? I had stayed fit. My arms are huge, my body packed with the muscles. He laughed, evading an answer. The tires squealed as I made a turn. So you don't know shit about it, do you? I disowned that part of myself. I'm not so easily fooled. This street is in pretty crummy shape. The car rattled over a pothole. Things got hot. They say everything happens for a reason. I'm the master of my fate. I am a captain of my soul, breaking the entry, cutting me off right up in front of the road. He meant to do me harm. I forced the discussion back into focus. You got anything planned for tonight? I'll try to be a little less judgmental. Maybe you did something that was technically over the line. My brain kept replaying the confrontation. It was time to prepare for the battle. A dumb, stupid, bone-headed mistake. I was quick on my feet. When people are lawless, take justice into their own hands. Al-Qaeda would have likely to make any government beg them asking for negotiation. We will talk soon. I had landed respectable scores at the police academy range. The world wants the terrorists off the planet. This is too good to wait. I was just messing with your head. That's smart thinking on somebody's part. The operation made no noise and it took less than a minute. It had been my search in many such places when he was riding patrol. That sounds defensive. Feverish rush. It was too fast. This is my permanent commitment. The bastards were out to get me. I didn't smell right. She could be playing me somehow. It was a dumb-ass mistake the punks made. We never had the suspicious place in our sight. The worst thing, we covered it up. They are killers who target innocent people. I assume you know the basics. We don't operate that way. Possibly they were about to put those schemes or attacks into practice. Nobody liked being forced out, fired by some fat prick. James put in a call to Tanzania, his potential enemy. Now she's solidly against me, siding with James. Now she's solidly against me, siding with Miss James. You are not a team player, that is for sure. There are always a lot of maybes. It's your job to weed out maybes. Are there any strong leads? I identify Williams as possible suspect on day one. He is pulling in more money than he could spend. The old dance they had gone through. Don't lose any sleep over this, okay? I'm not talking about chances. I put down enough bills to cover the meal and the tip. I am somebody people call when the authorities fail in their responsibilities to protect the public. Care to tell me your name? Life sucks sometimes. You have come to my territory. This is my turf. Ugly music. Want some action, honey? She said in a bored voice. What it will cost me? What action is gonna come on my way? For $25, I can give you a suspicious job, sanctioned job you won't ever forget, she said. You want something more or different?